NFC Championship game, the Detroit Lions traveled to the San Francisco 49ers, and at the half, they led 24-7, but they blew a 17-point lead, and the final score was 34-31. Now the question is, what happened for the Detroit Lions? Well, they made key, huge mistakes in the second half, dropping passes, missed blocking, bobbling interceptions, blowing coverages, and trying to get the most points, basically being cocky. And let's get into that segment, because Dan Campbell obviously coached an amazing first half, but the second half, he went for it 2 times, in field goal range, which just doesn't make any sense, because obviously you're in the biggest game of your season, and you decide to take risks and basically gamble on the game. And I just do not get the play calls that were called, because, 1 field goal definitely could have sent the game into overtime, and 2 field goals would have won them the game. And also, on the Lions' final drive, they were at the goal line, and Dan Campbell said he probably should have called for a pass on 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line, and they would have had just over, most likely, a minute to play. But instead, he called a run from David Montgomery, and he was stopped for a 2-yard loss. And so the Lions took their first timeout instead of picking a play quickly and letting the clock tick. And if Dan Campbell called for a passing play, anything could happen that could be intercepted. But also Jared Goff could have scrambled and ran in for the touchdown. They would have most likely got the touchdown. And so they would kick the ball off, stop the 49ers with their 3 timeouts. And those 3 timeouts could have solely won them the game. Anyways, moving on, we need to talk about the defensive and offense's miscues. Okay, because the 49ers got a big second half plays. Alright, and starting on the defense, Brandon Ayuk made an amazing catch that basically flipped the field position, and one of their passers, pretty sure it was C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he bobbled the ball that was most likely going to be intercepted, but Brandon Ayuk still caught it, and he went in for the touchdown. That's really one of the main big miscues. Obviously, there were a lot. Letting all those points get scored. But moving on to the offensive miscues, Jahmyr Gibbs lost a fumble that led to a 49ers touchdown. Now, that Jahmyr Gibbs fumble was, I'd say, a massive part in the 49ers comeback. All points count, and that's for sure. But when it's looking like you're going to score and your running back fumbles the ball, that most likely demoralizes the team. And Josh Reynolds had 2 dropped passes, including one on 4th and 2. That was a huge factor. And sure, you can blame it on Josh Reynolds, but really, you should be blaming Dan Campbell. They were in field goal range. They could have kicked that thing up, and that would have definitely sent them to overtime. But who knows what could have happened in overtime. And really, everything that could have went wrong did go wrong for the Detroit Lions. Just a complete and utter sad way to end your season. You were leading by just about 17 points at halftime, 24-7 at halftime, and you only scored 1 touchdown after you led for more than half the game. So it's really sad, all in all, to have seen the Lions go out. They finally are in poverty, and we don't want to see a rematch of the Super Bowl we had 4 previous seasons ago. And also, one other reason, most likely, why the Detroit Lions lost is because their center, Ragnew, you guys all should know, suffered a knee and ankle sprains in the divisional round where they won against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which led to multiple sacks by that 49ers defense that definitely also took a toll on the whole team. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please, for the will of me, like and subscribe. I will be posting for the whole summer, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you're getting fresh new content almost every other day. It sure does help. I'm pushing to 200 subscribers, 144 subs right now, and that's 144 subs and counting. This is also my 110th video on YouTube, so it'd mean the world to me if you guys subscribed. If you guys enjoyed, please hit that like button, and peace.